Hello, everybody. What is up? Hello, hello. I need to see if the stream is working. I can't tell right now. Doo doo da ba ba boop. Boo doo boo ba da boop. Wow, this shit is so dumb. This shit is so dumb. Sorry, y'all. I can't see the chat quite yet. There we go. Here's the chat. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? And am I sounding okay? I just got the chat up, so I don't know. You know how things go here? It's kind of messy. Hi, everybody. Let me go ahead and post around that we are streaming, because broadcasting via dumb thing. Yeah, that is definitely true. I am the dumb thing. Oh my god, hi to you. Are you drunk on synths? Like, what kind of synths are you drunk on? Are you drunk on synthesizers, or are you drunk on... these kinds of synths? Sounds great, looks great. Wow, that's the two things that I wish that it was. Great, close that. I was going to put on some music while I find my shit here. Reference tracks. How about the Hollow Knight soundtrack? I always liked Green Path. We'll put Green Path in here. There we go. Vodka synth. There is... This is funny, but hold on a second. Here's your alcohol synth. If you can pronounce any of the words on screen right now, congratulations. You are special. Anyways, I need to go to my Discord and say, hi, we're streaming. Announcements. Everyone, we are streaming now. And then I'm going to go to Blue Sky and say, hi, we're streaming now. Hi, everyone. I am streaming right now, doing a listening party for the monthly Red Means Recording music challenge. Let's call it that. Come on by and hang out! Exclamation mark. Beautiful. I think that's all the places that we need to post. I'm not posting to Instagram. I love this soundtrack so much. You had your pliable list removed. Are y'all ready for the Super Booth onslaught? It's already kind of starting, but yeah, it's going to be a lot. I hope you have prepared your wallets and also your fortitude and your sphincters. I think those need to be prepared too. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So let me go into the monthly April challenge submissions and start downloading some of these. I'm just going to download them one at a time so I don't lose track of what's going on, and we'll play them one at a time. Only wearing your adult diaper. Be careful. I've heard that's getting expensive. I had a really funny oh yeah, Zayok's coming out with a bunch of stuff. I know they are. Is it cool? Yeah, it's pretty cool for Zayok. You know, if you like what they do, you'll probably like what's going on with them. Someone on Blue Sky was like, yo, diapers are expensive. Don't ever get into being a baby for... And I'm assuming that means that diapers already are expensive, like that they're going to get worse, which is probably true. probably true. That it's going to get worse. Let's go ahead and loop some Lingrave. What's up, Neon? Your Eureka is complete? Good. We'll never have to buy another module ever again. That is such a powerful position to be in. Congratulations. We're just waiting for people to roll in since I just put the announcement out. They're not happy with having a baby right now during these times. Yeah, the recession is, or excuse me, the inflation stuff is bad, and it doesn't really help that it's just going to get worse. I don't know if you saw, but the, what is it? The prices for the Electron announcements, the announcements of the raising of Electron's prices. So like the Digitech 2 and the Digitone are $9.99 right now. With just European tariffs, they're supposed to go to like $1,300 or $13.99, and then that's not even before we start to figure in whatever like the Chinese tariffs do to like component prices and shit like that. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be really, really bad for consumers, which, for better or worse, is really the number one way you're going to get people mad about this stuff and want it to change. I don't know if you all are as terminally online as me, but like one of the things I'm noticing are a lot of posts on Reddit that I believe are, it's hard to believe they're not like some kind of campaign, right? Like, so basically it's people posting either screenshots of how much more things cost or doing videos about how much more things cost, specifically from like places like Temu and shit like that, where the whole purchase shopping experience is very like gamified and casinoified and basically has gotten a lot of people really addicted to it. So like people are kind of like addicted to the easy consumerism of the sort of Temu platforms. And so what I see are these like TikToks and images of like, holy shit, y'all, Temu is so expensive right now. And ultimately it would be like, it would be for the side that I wish would probably win, meaning like getting people mad about tariffs is getting people mad about Donald Trump. But it just sucks that like this is the only way that people are getting mad. Like, or that this is actually what's going to like change things. Like even the Behringer Bros are going to have to acknowledge the fact that like, you know, this sucks. And I feel like a lot of Behringer Bros are much more on the right than they are the left. I've had even one of the YouTubers that shills for them tell me that I have Uli derangement syndrome, which is exactly the language that the fucking nut jobs use to describe when somebody is mad at Donald Trump. Did you know that we would be talking about politics? Surprise, I tricked you. You thought we'd be talking about penises, but we're not. We're talking about politics. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the fundamental lack of empathy is true. Consumerism is much more powerful than empathy. Much more. Much more. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Ryan. What happened, if you don't mind talking about it? About your where did you work and what happened? Wait, oh God, were you? I know that EA just laid off a bunch of people, and I also know that like Polygon and Giant Bomb are like kind of not in a good position. So I really hope that well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what it was. If you got laid off from a 16-year job, that sucks. So I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you land on your feet. That fucking sucks. Small airline lost our contract. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I hope you land on your feet. Yeah, that's a big oof. All right, are we ready to start talking about poem songs? I think we are. I've seen enough people here that are supposed to be part of this. Okay, so for those that don't know, in the Discord, you got severance. You're severed now. Are we talking to your innie or your outie? That's a popular show reference that you may or may not know. That's what that is, in case you don't know. Every month in the Discord this year, we were going to do a challenge. Like, I've come up with themes, I throw them at people, and we all make some music that, you know, fits that theme, however we want to do it. This track is crazy mono. I just realized that, and that's really wild. It's like, this has no stereo information whatsoever. What's up with that? Wow. That's crazy for a commercial release. I'm gonna fix it. There we go. Jesus Christ. I'm not sure where to go. I love Matthew Deere so much. Okay, so the challenge this year, how do I join the Discord? The Discord is, it's a first level Patreon reward. So if you join the Patreon at $2, you will get into the Discord. And the reason I do it that way is because it just kind of keeps things very chill, as opposed to like big public Discords. Yeah, wasn't that better? Like, hold on. Well, let's A/B this shit real quick. Okay, so let's get some more synths in. So this is before. Oh my god, Law of Awe. Are you serious? You're in the wrong place to talk like that. Alright, this is before. And that's after. You hear how the top end opens up? I like that much better. I'm gonna kick Law of Awe for Law, I'm going to give you one chance to go ahead and say something not shitty, and then I'm going to ban you, okay? So you got about 2 minutes to say something that doesn't come across as shitty and explain what you just said. And if you don't, then I'll just kick you. This month's... Wait. The guy above said this, not me? Read your chat. Well, I'm trying to fucking talk. Sorry. I'm trying to see what the hell you're even talking about. Read your chat. No, I'm not going to. I don't care. As long as you're not trying to be an asshole, I'm not going to do anything. Okay. So this month was poem stuff. Read a poem. Score a poem, excuse me. And so we're going to have tracks here that involve people finding a poem that, like, they either downloaded from someone reading it, or they read themselves, or they wrote themselves and recorded. And then... Okay. I'm sorry. See, this is what happens when I try to read my chat. I got to deal with like whatever is going on over here. So just be good people and don't say shitty things to each other. That's all I'm really asking. Let me go ahead and just start with a piece. I have one that I downloaded. That I made. This is a poem called Lightheome, by a poet called Quay. No, you don't have to leave. You don't have to leave. Don't leave. Hear us out. Sushi Glory Hole. Okay, anyways, here's the one I did. It's a poem called Lightheome by a poet named Quaim Dawes. All right, here you go.
Build me a house of light.
I'm going to restart that.
Stretches of emptiness glaring into an open sky, calling the colors in, but mostly the white light. It turns this body of riverbed brown into something transparent like an ochre-colored piece of cotton. Flapping in the air. Build me a house of new light. The daily whisper of dialects crawling across the cedar and tamarind woods. Where the rain beats the glass panes over us. The fragile membrane separating us from the chaos of the other side. Furnish our cabin with the white and sepia brown of things. The dull pewter of ancient lead. The gleam of decanters lining the walls. Build me the house for my musty eyes. The house where faces illuminated reveal themselves to be familiar as a plain book of poems opened out. On the table, my desk, the scene of such terrible crimes.
Yay! I really liked the poem. I thought it was very pretty. And that was made with a bunch of contact instruments, just playing some stuff underneath. Do I feel that people on limited income should join Patreon, Jeremy, or do you feel that may be unwise? I feel that you know your finances better than other people, and you need to understand your budgets and your constraints. Obviously, all of us have budget constraints, and I don't think it's as simple as saying like yes or no to that. I don't want you to join my Patreon if it's going to strain your finances at all. Like don't do that, because money stress sucks, and I would prefer that you did not have money stress. All right, next up is a piece from Lon and Foster, who is in the chat. It's called Much Madness, and they did, you know what I can do here? I can make a notepad, and I can put the text for the poem in here. It's an Emily Dickinson poem. So let's go ahead and listen to it.
Much madness is divinest sense to a discerning eye, much sense the starkest madness. 'Tis the majority, in this as all prevail. Assent and you are sane. Demur you're straightway dangerous, and handled with a chain.
Ooh, that was cool. That's cool. That's a really interesting vocoder sound. How did you get that? I like the way that the rhythm of the synth stuff and the rhythm of the read of the poetry like are in tandem with each other. Got the vocoder sound largely, but not knowing how to use a vocoder. Yeah, it does have Carpenter vibes, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense. I like the panning on that. At the end there, especially with that little chromatic, I think, downturn, it really kind of like started to sound like The Doors a little bit, but not in a bad way. Like it just kind of reminded me of The Doors. Nice job. Next up, we have a well-mastered track, it looks like, from Information Tray. This is a Charles Baudelaire poem, which I will put on scrim. And yeah, let's get into it. I didn't ask anybody how to describe what they did to make the stuff, so if we have any questions like that, we'll throw them in after. I like this.
Lighten up, you bitch. Stop being so bitter. Lloyd for the night. It falls right here. Air, our kisses.
Holy shit.
This facade, the others the jitters.
This reminds me of David Bowie's Outside.
Such simple desire. Ruthlessness. Bending traces last a mortgage on the walls. The right thing. Let's hold hands. Come here. Let's get away. Look up. There the gun is slashed second-hand rose in the balcony sky. Over the abyss, red breaks water. Slowly.
Oh, I like that. This kind of like is what the brain does with anxiety and stuff. We'll mutter. One interesting thing about this, especially, well, I just knew, like, I had, I mean, obviously I've heard of Charles Baudelaire before, but I was like, what? Didn't he die tragically? He did. I mean, he had problems with laudanum, like almost everyone back in the day, but he like suffered from aphasia in his last years. Well, like a year of aphasia, which is it's an impairment in a person's ability to comprehend or formulate language. So yeah, he wasn't even able really to like do what his brain did. You know, poetry kind of stuff, which is sad. That sucks. But so many poets did die tragically. It seems to be part of the thing, especially when laudanum and alcohol were so popular. All right. Next up, we have some Walt Whitman from Matt Sparling. I'll go ahead and grab this. Doop, boop, pop. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. like it's in a club. That's kind of cool. Or that you're going into a K-hole in a club. That's cool.
A glimpse through an interstice caught. Of a crowd of workmen and drivers in a bar room around the stove late of a winter night. And I, unremarked, seated in a corner.
Damn, man.
Of a youth who loves me and whom I love. Silently approaching and seating himself near, that he may hold me by the hand. A long while amid the noises of coming and going, of drinking and oath and smutty jest.
I love smutty jest.
There we two, content, happy in being together. Speaking little. Perhaps not a word.
Well done, man. Yeah, what a cool way of presenting this poem, especially a Walt Whitman poem, given what a naturalist he was. The club setting concept is a really funny way to have a poem of his presented. I think that's cute. All right, now for something completely different. I'm gonna have. Do I have to scroll this? Can I make it small? Sorry for everyone that has little baby eyes like me. Next up is from Axel. They go by Disc Flame as their artist name. This is I've been yearning. Stop! Sorry, I just started playing in something else. This is I've Been Yearning for a Riot by Christian Soto. Where the hell did it go? Here it is. No, don't play yet. Candy bar. All right, here we go. We good volume? Yeah, we're good volume. Hell yeah.
The cobras have the cause of disease, pick open the locks of their terrariums and escape. The penguins throw student loans at women with brought-up purses. So upset at the thought of happiness existing anywhere it seems insulting. And the albino rhinoceros pushes open the gates of his captivity. How he dreamt of a road trip and camping in Yosemite. Don't walk in the valley and let the waterfalls empty their bladders into his mouth.
Yeah!
The ram rams open the gates of his enclosure too. The apricot parrot sings the same songs of struggle. Anti-capitalism means the rich can no longer control us with their laws. The fucking zoo will burst like a Molotov cocktail. Once the parrot sets flame to the aviary, and then a fly flies onto the spine of a gazelle who's lighting her blunt while resting her hip against the ice cream stand. And the alligators are starting to pour margaritas. Alligators used to be the enemies of the gazelle, but now they're together. They hijack the stereo and start dancing to Celine's Bitty Bitty Bom Bom.
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
The pigs, the most anxious of animals, stay locked inside. The pigs are cleaning the badges, hiding in the mud and waiting for the uproar to pass. And here come the wisps of tranquilizer darts.
Kieran.
Humans pushing giraffes whose necks are craned in the shape of a McDonald's arc. Now we're at the juncture where everyone suspends. We mustn't fall back to cornmeals from the trough. I'm dashing to freedom. My cheetah crop top turns me into a cheetah. My legs are pixelated in quick motion. Catch me!
Hell fucking yeah!
If you can.
Holy shit! This is so cool. Amazing job, Disc Flame. I love that to death. Hey, Channel Dark. What the hell? Okay, thank you. Be careful. I very look at chat. If I see something that looks like people being shitty, I'm gonna have a bad reaction, and I've already had a bad reaction today. So don't be shitty. That was amazing. I loved that so much. I've never heard that poem before, and I feel it very, very, very much. I love it. Next up is a poem from Clint Smith called When People Say We've Had Enough. It's a poem from Clint Smith that says, when people say we have made it through worse before, which I think is a problematic sentiment, but you know, it depends on how you say it. This is from K48R. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, is it called Become Ghosts? I don't know. I don't know what the poem's called. All right, let's go. Oh, let me put the thing up here.
When people say we have made it through worse before, all I hear is the wind slapping against the gravestones of those who did not make it. Those who did not survive to see the confetti fall from the sky. Those who did not live to watch the parade roll down the street. I've grown accustomed to a lifetime of aphorism meant to assuage my fears. Pithy sayings meant to convey that all ends up fine in the end. But there is no solace in rearranging language to make a different word tell the same lie. Sometimes the moral arc of the universe does not bend in a direction that will comfort us.
That is
Sometimes it bends in ways we don't expect, and there are people who fall off in the process. Please, dear reader, do not say that I am hopeless. I believe there is a better future to fight for. I simply accept the possibility that I may not live to see.
Mood.
I've grown weary of telling myself lies that I might one day begin to believe. We are not all left standing after the war has ended. Some of us have become ghosts by the time the dust has settled.
God damn. That is a powerful fucking poem. Holy shit. Well done. I really like that poem. Yeah, that's really, really good. Leave that up while I go grab the next one. All right, next I have to go find this poem. This is Just to Say. What is that? Poem. Oh, it's this poem. Boop. Okay, this next one is from If Dots. And as you can see, it is that poem. Where did it go? Right here. Boop. They say, this is Just to Say, but with a Rick Astley style vocal and a house beat for some reason. Also, they say they don't listen to house music really. So if it's some other genre, sorry. All right. I'm really curious what we're gonna get here. I'm gonna pump this up just a little bit so it looks like it's a good volume. How about that? All right, here we go. Yeah, I think this counts as house music.
I have eaten. I have eaten
Oh my god.
the plums. The plums. I have eaten. I have eaten
It is exactly what you said it was. I don't know why I expected something different.
the plums that were in the icebox. The icebox. And which you were probably saving for breakfast.
Is this the new Rick wall? The new Rick roll? Just send people to this. You need a little dance to go with it. Some kind of dancing plum.
Forgive me, they were delicious.
You did nail the organ vibe for the bass, which is very important.
So sweet,
That organ bass is everything.
so sweet, and so cold. So cold. Oh, yeah.
Well done. Thank you so much for that. I don't know why your brain came up with this as an idea, but congratulations. It's very important. That organ bass right there is so classic. I love that sound. The piano in here is also very classic sounding. That's why I'm wondering if you use the Korg M1 for this. It has M1 like all over it, at least in vibe. All right. Next up is a cursed. If you thought that was cursed, this next person, Mumbles, is they're making us listen to Vogon poetry, which is very fucked up. Because if there's one rule about Vogon poetry, is that you're not fucking supposed to. Wait a second. Is this Vogon poetry? I don't know. We'll see. It might have been a joke. I don't think this is actually Vogon poetry. Let's see. Maybe it is. I'm confused. I don't know why it says Nancy Millstone Jennings. Let's go. Let's do it. Great intro. That seems correct.
Oh, Freddle Grunt Bubbly,
Perfect.
thy micturations are to me. As brave gabble blotchets on a virgin bee, that gorgeously hath blurted out its herded journals grumbling into a rancid, festering, confectious organ stream. Now the jerkling slage of agrocrustals are slurping haggardly up the
I
axle
truly
gates,
hate
and
this.
living
I should not be
boobies
reading
frolic
this.
and stipulate like jowly muted liver snake.
After we're done with the stream, I'll just loop this for y'all.
My fooping turtling drones, and hooptiously drangle me with crinkly bindle words, or else I shall rend thee in the gobblewurts with my blurber cruncher. See if I don't.
Fantastic sound design on this. Like, that's really well done. Congratulations, you made it as comfortable as it should be. Very well done. I hate it. Next up, let me download this motherfucker. I hate that this is the like second stream that we've had where, well, like we had one in between where nothing bad happened, but like where somebody said something and I took it the wrong way, and I guess in this case they left, which kind of sucks. But yeah, someone mentioned that like I guess most streamers have what? Do they have like moderators or something? I don't know how you're supposed to do that, but it's tough when I look over and I see like somebody saying something that looks dickish. I don't really know how to read it otherwise. All right. This next piece is by Fizzlenick. It's a Leonard Cohen tribute. The Flood by Leonard Cohen. Let me go ahead and pull up the poem. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Very simple one. But let's go. Let's have some stuff. So the thing that you should know about this one is I worked with Hazelnick a little bit on this. They're one of my like monthly student people. And they went and they researched what do you call it? Like the instruments that would have been used at the time. There was a period where like everyone was using really cheesy synths. So specifically reaching for like some of the digital synths at the time and stuff like that. So there's this like on purpose kind of what do you call it? Like almost like cliche-ness to the way the instruments are chosen, which I thought was clever. So let's do this. Got that Angelo Badalamenti Twin Peaks vibe to it.
The flood is gathering, soon it will move. Across every valley, against every roof. The body will drown and the soul will break loose. I write all this down, but I don't have the proof.
Sorry. I was trying to see if there was any more to it at the end. I didn't mean to move it around. Fizzlenick, you should just buy a D50. Or you should start collecting old school romplers like JP 1080s and stuff like that. Is that it? That's it? That's all we have this time around? Oh my goodness. This was a challenging one for people, I guess. If I've missed you, do let me know. I think that's all we have. Yeah. What is that one? Hold on a second. I want to find. There's this track that represents using a poetrum. Let's see. Okay, it's working for a nuclear-free city. And it's kissing Kissing Hill. It's this one. I love this band, and this is one of my favorite tracks by them that uses poetry in a funny way. So I'll just put this on. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm going to chat. How's everyone doing?
It is midday, hot and close, not a puff of cloud in the sky. The sun-parched grass looks at you sullenly, despairingly. Even the downpour won't turn it green now. The forest stands there silent and still as if gazing somewhere. At the tops of its trees, waiting for something. Along the edge of the scrub ambles a tall, narrow-shouldered man of about 40 with a lazy, rolling gait and wearing a red shirt, patched trousers that were his master's cast over some big boots. He is ambling along the road. To his right is the green of the scrub. To his left, the golden sea of ripe rye stretching to the very horizon.
Yeah, so one of my favorite bands, Business Bins and Ghosts, is a insane album. Like, it's so all over the place. If you ever liked the Beta Band, but also liked things to get maybe a bit darker and weirder, this album is great. And then What Do People Do All Day is also really fantastic. And then, yeah, I don't know. So that switch from left to right, that doesn't happen in the version that I have. I have no idea what's going on there. What Do People Do All Day? Burger Tempest, which actually has a lot of the stuff from Businessmen and Ghosts. These three albums I think are perfect. And they're the album and this band just made me realize that like almost everything that comes out of Manchester, I'm like, fuck yeah, like just Manchester, give it to me. Okay, so that was the Discord challenge for this month. Not as many submissions as we normally have. That's fine though. Like it can be tough to meet every challenge. The next month's challenge that's already started is underwater. So it's about making music that makes you think about being underwater. So that could be like, the classic aquatic ambience kind of vibe. Like, I know, Elon, and yeah, I know. I completely, what do you call it? I feel that. So it can be something like this. Oh, I don't know anything about the sports there. Don't make me talk about sports, especially British sports. I don't know shit. Okay, yeah. So obviously this is one of the most classic underwater pieces ever written, and you can come up with whatever you want. So it can be like pretty and flowing and like I like being underwater, or it can be like terrifying. Not being underwater isn't great for everybody. So it's up to you. But yeah, it'll be in the Discord. We have a monthly discussion section in there. So come on by if you want to and participate in that. Is this the 10-hour mix? No, we'll put the 10-hour mix on while we go check out some shit. The Abyss, I don't know if you've seen the movie Underwater. It's a great Lovecraftian horror movie. Oh, yeah, it's Bandcamp Friday. Great point. Thank you, Spoo. Go support artists on Bandcamp today. They get all the monies. I will pimp, let's see, my friend Steve that did like my, this motherfucker right here. Steve right here. Let me talk about Steve. Steve did my poster for FWA. He's an incredible artist. I will pimp him anytime I can. He did the merch I have over on Threadless, which if you have not seen, we've got some great things. All the proceeds from these go to Trans Lifeline, ACLU, and Doctors Without Borders. So if you want to pick one of these up, it's at redmeanrecording.threadless.com. We also have this wonderful design. Shut up, pop-up. This cool one right here, which I really, really love. Look at that motherfucker. So good. And then Steve also did the poster for my FWA show, which is right here. Look at that shit. Low-key obsessed with Scavenger's Reign, so we got like some Scavenger Reign vibes going on here. Great stuff. Love it. I'm going to pimp their shit, plasmacutter.bandcamp.com, because Steve, look at this fucking art. I hate talented people. Look at this. He's actually inspired me to do, what do you call it? Collage art for the Leashes stuff. So yeah, go check out plasmacutter.bandcamp.com. He is trying to raise money to do cool things, and I'm here for that. All right, Furries with Attitude, Furry Weekend Atlanta. There has been requests for the posters to be printed. We'll see what we do. Okay, trying to fave the Blue Sky post on the screen. Okay, let's look at Super Booth rumors, just because we have a bit of time. We haven't even gone an hour yet. So, where should we go for that? I think, for better or worse, Synth Anatomy is got the most stuff. There's some stuff there I want to talk to you about. Multi-talented people piss me off. I know. It sucks. Fucking stupid. All right, what do we got? By the way, this is not... can we throw some homies Bandcamp releases in the chat? Yeah, go for it. I don't necessarily... like, condone this site, because they do some kind of, like, iffy reporting. But, we are going to look at their coverage for the leaks for Superbooth and stuff that's just been released. Instro seems to be doing something a little weird. Yeah, if we go to Instagram, we're going to see that Instruo, I'll probably get like one of my first things. Oh, Acid Rain says, we'd like to extend our thanks to all of you who have bought a chainsaw in your system. This is the module that put Acid Rain on the map. Due to a key component that is permanently discontinued, we had to make the tough decision to discontinue the production of the chainsaw. However, this prompted us to revisit the ideas that led to chainsaw and combine them with years of knowledge we have upgraded to something new we will be unveiling at Superbooth. I know what the new thing is, and it's cool. You're going to be excited about it if you like what chainsaw was. It's a supersaw oscillator, basically. A stereo polyphonic supersaw oscillator. So there might be something new from them. Frap Tools has a hardware synth, which I'm assuming is shown off in this video. I love Instagram so much. It's my favorite thing. I love that I can't... there it is. Look at that. It's actually... Come on, show it, you coward. I don't want to see you. Is that it? Okay, I guess that was it. Anyways, apparently it's a hardware polyphonic 8-voice through 0 FM synth. So that's cool. It looks very pretty. Like it. Instruo. Let's see if we can find their post. Ooh, what's this? Keep your eye on RYK. There might be something new from them if you're into that shit. Oh, there's a new Hapax OS. I'm just learning all this new shit. Where the fuck is Instruo? Let's see. Search. Instruo. They keep on teasing something that's very confusing. Like, so turning a knob and then they go over here and then you see software. It's like, what's going on there? So yeah, something is coming from Instro. They got this little thing going on too. No idea. They're being very teasy. Moog cleared out all of their Instagram and is teasing something that I do know about. That is fine. There's a couple things coming from Moog that one of them I'm very excited about, which is not going to be announced at Superbooth. And one thing that I do believe is going to be announced at Superbooth, which I think will make people happy, but it's not really for me. Normally when I see a Moog thing that I think is kind of not interesting, I don't even mention it. But in this case, I do believe that there might be something interesting from Moog that some of you are interested in. Dual Trick says it's 100% sure that it's a standalone synth or something granular, etc. Well, that's completely different. I think they might have a couple modules that they're coming out with, but who knows? Let's see. What else do we have? We have this cool analog multi-filter from AJH. As you can see, it is a whole bunch of different filter modes that you can pick from. And then you can CV through the modes like that. They could relaunch Siren. You mean Siren from the mysterious maker Siren? Keep thinking those thoughts and keep an eye out at Superbooth. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it's an interesting concept that you mentioned there. What's it called? DivKit has a video about this, so if you're interested in this, go check it out. What else am I interested in? Oh yeah, here's the Magnolia thing. So here's the actual pictures. Look at that pretty design. I think that is really pretty. Siren the Minotaur. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Siren the module. I don't know why I'm typing that. Never mind. Look at that. It's pretty. Pretty. I like it. Like some sliders. Yes, great. What else do we have? I don't know what this is. That's a very odd looking friend. I don't know what's going on there. Clank. Oh yeah, the uranograph. I kind of want them to do a video with me on that. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this crazy ass piece of shit. Like, I just want to try it. Like, it's absolutely bonkers. Clank has made some of my favorite and some of my least favorite Eurorack modules, and this thing is not a Eurorack module, obviously. I don't know. It's fucking wild. I guess we'll see more at Super Booth this year. What else do we have? No, that's not a weirdly cropped shot of equipment. That is actually a full standalone thing there. What is HMI Anarchy like a thing? No. Okay. Oh wait. No. Oh my god, what an abomination. Yeah, it's definitely strange, isn't it? You can see evidence of Clank's handiwork here. They really like these wild little knobs. We should be happy that someone is trying something new, honestly. It kind of... yeah, it's so fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. What the fuck? All right, if anyone has a NerdSeek, that's a pretty insane addition. Tracker sequencer for shit. Here's the thing I want to talk to you about. So, Noidsit is a company that makes, in my opinion, modules that should be desktop synths, sort of. And I've never really paid attention to them. They make something called the Warp, which I guess I would do a video on if they asked. But they reached out about this thing a week before it got put up on Synth Anatomy. So this is a MIDI controller. On the back of it, just so you know, like when I say MIDI controller, I mean like it's got 4 separate MIDI outs on the back and a CV. So it's not just like put a USB into your computer and control things like a lot of these control surfaces do. But what this thing does is over here on the left, this is a clip launcher for Ableton, or I guess maybe Bitwig as well. Transport controls. Obviously, we have faders, buttons, and 4 sets of knobs can be mapped to things that you want. And since it's like going out to MIDI devices, I'm assuming that these can be mapped to any channel and MIDI CC that you want, which is frankly wild. So we have a clip launcher, we have a controller, and then we have this fucking thing. What this does is lets you have snapshots of a bunch of MIDI CCs. And I'm not 100% sure if they're only the ones that are assigned here, or if you can do any MIDI CCs. But what you do is you have these scenes, these snapshots, and you see how it says like length 8 bars? You pick a scene and decide how... when it happens, when it drops. So basically, you can create MIDI automation that all kicks in on a downbeat on like an 8-bar phrase. I think that's cool as hell, because one of the like problems of performing live with hardware can be like, oh, I want like my drums to change, I want the filter to go down, I want this and this to happen. But I only have 2 hands. So I'm curious if this is going to, I don't know, solve that problem or contribute some kind of solution. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. It's very unexpected from a company that's been making only synths up at this point. 510 asks, what piece of gear or module do you wish there was that you have envisioned? I've talked about this, I think, before a little bit. I don't have a huge like gap in things that I want that don't exist. It used to be that it was like a MIDI controller that had a certain things on it, like for live. Like I want a bunch of knobs, I want a bunch of sliders, I want a blah blah blah. That didn't exist, but it does. So it's Yaltex. Not Yandex. Yaltex? Maybe I'm butchering this. Yaltex. Yeah, here we go. So these are customizable MIDI controllers. You can build whatever you want. So if I go to like factory. Go to factory. So here I can like build my own. What is happening? Jesus Christ! Build my own MIDI controller with any kind of like buttons and shit that I want. This site is broken. Yeah, so you can see here, you can like build things how you want. So that was one of my big wants that exists now. I have 510 asks, you have so many pieces. What is missing or what would make your life better? Anything new needed at this point? No, nothing. I don't need anything. I need nothing. I need time. That's all. I need time and I need focus. And I need time and I need focus. That's it. I have far too much gear for one person. And yeah, woe is me, I guess. Like, oh no. But yeah, I don't need anything except for time and energy to focus on the pieces that I have. I'm releasing a new Hydrasynth pack on this weekend, and that is something that took a month to put together. These things take time and they take energy, and when I'm focusing on something like the Hydrasynth pack, I can't be doing something else like working on a Digitax set or anything else. So really, it's not about the gear for me at this point, and that's a unique position to be in. So yeah, I just need time. And the other thing is, 510, like you bring up a point, like I don't know what music I'm going to be making this year. Like I came into this specifically as a musician, and now this year feels like it's focused more on presets and to an extent YouTube videos, and I have to remember that I need to make music. So there's not a lot of time to do things. I just installed the new Expressive E firmware. Why did I say that? The new Osmos firmware. Some of the presets that come with it are really cool. I've reached out to them because they've got this fucking Loris synth, which is a synthesizer. It's a re-synthesizer. And basically what it is you look at this cutie. You feed it a sample, and then it turns it. It uses if you've watched my video on spectral synthesis, you'll know what this is about. Or if you know about spectral synthesis, you know what this is about. It has 512 slices. It slices it into and resynthesizes the sound. So in the Osmos 2.1 firmware, it has support for this somehow. You'll notice that it says here, analysis and resynthesis for the Hawken audio eigenmatrix. The eigenmatrix is the engine behind the Osmos' stuff. But these tutorials are all for the eigenmatrix. And then there's these things called overlays, which is how you design the sound to be expressive and stuff. And they just don't have anything that explains. Yeah, it's 512 sine oscillators. Yep, exactly. Yes. Yep. You've got it. I'm not sure if it does anything to the phase of those individual oscillators as well, but it's definitely 512 things. Technically, I think it's eigenmatrix, but I'm not sure. Does it say in here? I think it's eigenmatrix. I've been saying eigenmatrix because there's it's actually not a lot of signs. That's the thing. There's a SCP that uses the term eigenmatrix. Eigen. Why is this not playing any sound?
Minnesota.
What?
Egan, Minnesota.
Okay, I guess it's Egan. Thanks. That was really useful. Anyways, I have reached out to them to ask if they would sponsor a video on me doing. Oh, here's the overlay thing. If they would sponsor me to do a video on this software and how it interacts with the Osmos, because this software is $90, and I'm not gonna pay that. It's too much. When you watch the videos for it, it does a great job explaining, but it doesn't it doesn't really show how to get shit over to the Osmos because those videos were designed for the other thing. So I'm curious about this. The Osmos is an amazing piece of gear. However, it is, from a programming standpoint, incredibly inscrutable and not very great. I ordered one of these. I don't know if you saw the video for this. This is exciting. You can have like 6 signals come in and go to 6 places, or 1 signal go to 6 places. I don't know. It's just a fun little thing. I'm going to put a bunch of audio rate modulation in here and then rotate it through to places. What else has been announced, if anything? There's this thing. I guess. I don't know. Looks fine. There's this little friend from Erica Sense, which I'm not very excited about. Winter Modular is going out of business. If you want a good deal on their modules right now, go get it. They're all on sale. This thing, Jesus fucking Christ, I hate this thing so much. I hate this thing so fucking much. I don't know what to say about it, except for that. Look how big it is. Look at this. It's so big. All right, that's enough shit talking about stuff. We'll have a lot more stuff coming out soon. Superbooth is the place for... Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. Superbooth is the place for synths and modules. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. It is a deranged button config. It's... I know. I look at it and my brain kind of just slides to the left a little bit. I don't like it. But who knows? People are able to do all kinds of fun things. If any of you are going to Superbooth, please have fun for me. Electron announcing new hardware. Any bets? I don't think so, but I'm out of the loop with them, so I don't know. They just came out with the Digitone 2 not too long ago. When did the Digitone 2 drop? It was like mid last year. Looks like May of 2024, maybe. I know Electronauts is, well, I don't know personally because I don't go there, but I know that they are currently whipping themselves into a frenzy about the possibilities of something being released. So you can expect them to get frenzied. I think the Toneverk thing came back into the public consciousness, and of course, there's always the Octatrack thing, Octatrack 3 thing. That's it. I think that's it for today. Is there anything else? That's it. That's all. That's all there is today. Thank you so much for everybody who. Actually, wait. No, there's one more thing. I just got knuckle tattoos, and I've been covering my hands in moisturizer to keep them moist, and it means my hands are sticky. Everything is sticky. Everything is sticky right now, and I do not like it. Have you guys seen a rolling pigeon? I just wanted to show you this real quick. So yeah, that's a rolling pigeon. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in the Discord if you are in there. And yeah, I hope that everybody has a wonderful time at Superbooth. I won't be there. I will be at FWA. So if you're at FWA, come say hi. And I'll see you there. But why? Okay, so it's a weird genetic thing that was specifically bred into pigeons because they liked it. They're like done for like flying and sporting events. They're like a completely domesticated pigeon. They generally lose the ability to fly after they reach maturity, so that's actually kind of sad. But I mean, they can do this. So there's also I know I said I was going, but there's also like these pigeons that do this in the sky. The pigeon was fine, just so you know. They just do that. Anyways, we have done terrible things to pigeons, and we should all expect to burn in hell for what we've done. Thank you so much for being here.